All right.
The soft, sultry sounds of Chad, old Birch Richardson coming to you.
I don't know why you have to do that every episode.
What, the dramatic announcer entrance
no,
or the old Birch?
That, yes.
What did I say we were going to call you today?
I don't recall.
I think Old Birch is like, it's supposed to be sexy, but it's just not. It like doesn't land at all. It's like, it makes you sweat a little bit.
Sexy?
I think Chad wants it to be sexy.
Yes, I totally agree.
And I think that's where it fails.
He wears a jean vest and he's like, call me Old Birch. And he does like this like limited eyes situation. A one-eyed wink.
Who's
Chad,
not talking? There's a new voice on the pod.
We have a new voice. We've been teasing this, I think, a little bit.
We have, since the inception.
Yeah, since the inception mere weeks ago. We have a guest, our first ever guest
hey!
on the I'll Tell You What podcast.
Yeah, girl.
On the fourth mic.
And I'll tell you what.
Fourth mic.
This is going to be a special one.
It is.
Why don't we have our brand new special guest? The audio listeners haven't seen her. The video listeners see this beautiful face, and they might know who it is.
Give you a double wink.
Why don't you tell us who you are?
Hey guys, it's me, Frankie. Huge fan of the podcast. Huge fan of Old Birch.
Yes.
Also, just a podcast lover.
Oh, okay. Do you have any feelings about the other two members of the
Oh
table,
no,
or?
sorry. It was just
the
I
number
love
one
Old Birch.
head right now.
His arms just look so muscular in this vest. I feel like
Yeah.
you really need to get over to YouTube to check this out.
What you're really going to see is the pasty whiteness and lean thinness of a birch tree represented right here.
Wow. In the light, it's blinding.
Incandescent.
It's blinding.
It's scary.
Yeah, Chad walked out of the hallway at our new digs. We'll talk about where we are in a second. Walked out of the hallway in this vest, and quite shocking to see.
Here's the rest of the outfit. Some mirrored aviator sunglasses.
I can see too much of myself in your eyes, Chad.
Oh, God.
That's not the first time I said that.
The other thing new about Chad is he's making some facial hair choices. Chad, I'd love for you to tell us a little bit about.
It's an audio podcast.
Well, okay, that's why I want Chad to introduce what he's done to his face.
So part of the reason that we're talking to Frankie here is we're together in California celebrating her 30th, not anniversary, is what I was gonna say.
30th anniversary of something.
Her birthday. And so as a treat, I decided to trim my facial hair, so I became a mustachioed man.
And
A
listeners,
mustachioed
what
man.
a treat this is.
Yeah.
But also, let's just admit, the situation. You didn't want to compete with the bearded beauty anymore.
Ooh.
Oh, God.
Thanks, friend. I would like you to, the first topic can be rate Chad's mustache for me.
Oh,
Ooh.
it's high.
What's
I'm
the
thinking,
scale?
yeah. Is it like a Chuck Norris or is it like a...
Yeah, describe it with
Okay. So let's
who does it represent?
Let's consider a 0 to 10 ranking. Let's say 10 is Chuck Norris. No, 10 is Burt Reynolds.
Oh, Burt Reynolds.
5 is Chuck Norris.
Ooh, I have shivers.
Is that a good scale?
And
0.
1 is-
Who's 1?
Chad?
No, I don't like this
I
scale.
disagree. I disagree. I think it's like me on a hot summer day. Is it?
Yeah, that's fair.
So you give Chad a 1.
I would give Chad at least a 9.5.
Frankie, get out of
coming
here.
in.
Guys,
So you're putting Chad almost double Chuck Norris.
I want the stash to touch my face at some point
There
this
we go.
weekend.
That's something called
Okay.
appreciation that I rarely see around here.
Guys,
Chad.
I introed myself like just praising the man. It's the arms that are really throwing me off.
Yeah, I think you're judging based on the whole package, not quite just the mustache.
I think you're right.
Much like this podcast,
There's a
this
context.
whole look is curated for Frankie in
Yeah.
the celebration.
You've worn that vest a lot, though, so I don't think we can call this a
I'm into
The
it.
sunglasses are
curated
new
look.
though, and really, I don't
Yeah,
need to have a
that-
mirror. I can
that-
just kind of look
a
right
look
at Chad,
does
and I know how I look. So, Chad and Frankie, this is all for you. Chad, you're dressed for the occasion. Explain to us where we are potting from today. Where are we?
We are here in beautiful, beautiful Southern California. Pioneer Town, outside of Joshua Tree for my 30th. I thought that this would just be the most majestic place to be, throwing some dice, being in the desert, and just all around being divas all
Yeah,
weekend.
and Elliot, Chad, and I are just here for work. For
Yeah.
the podcast,
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah, I called
Right.
you guys in so that I could premiere myself on their show.
You said we'd have a per diem, right, for this?
Yeah.
We're in a beautiful, what is this, would you call it a compound? There's like 4
I
or
would
5 different
definitely call it a
structures
compound.
in the middle of the desert. We got here, and within 10 minutes, we were potting.
What does that tell you?
We were ready to go. We were excited for this moment.
So sexy.
We were excited to get Frankie in here.
It's been a long travel day.
It's been a very long
Girl,
travel day.
But
yes, it has.
6.5 in the air, 3.5 on the road.
Let's say not 3.5.
With
It was like 5.
hour and a half delay on the ground.
Something
not
like
even. So,
just to reach you,
oh,
just to reach you.
Did we harmonize there?
Not really.
No.
But I liked it.
Okay.
You know, we do a
We're
fair
trying.
amount of singing on this.
I know, but never Elliot. That was the first time that you
Yeah, I don't really sing.
participated.
I don't sing
He's
that
getting
often.
comfortable. He's being
Well,
more
that's not true.
vulnerable.
That's not true at
More
all.
vulnerable on this.
As we know, I'm rarely comfortable.
He's a
Yeah.
siren. Don't let him fool you.
Ooh.
Frankie, before we get into whatever the topic is that you've
Mhm.
brought, which the three of us, again, this is the second week in a row where
Coming in
we're
blind.
coming in blind.
I'm a little
So
nervous again. Yeah.
your reactions are true, valid,
Ugh.
honest reactions.
Love
But
it.
Frankie,
She didn't put it up in the Google Drive.
give like a minute or like a paragraph long description for those of our listeners who don't know who you are. Who
Oh.
are you? Why are you on this episode?
How
How do we know each other?
What's our origin
As some
story?
people would say, you all are friends of Frankie. I am the youngest babe of this friend group.
Jeez.
I just
Wow.
really want to,
Point that out.
point
Yeah.
that out, flip my hair a little bit.
Yeah.
I was very, very lucky to meet you guys at the company that you currently work for. I
Yes.
left a while back and just kind of
Haven't
flourished
haven't
after.
looked back.
I really sprung my butterfly wings.
that stings, Frankie.
Sorry,
I know.
guys. But yeah, we have been not only colleagues, but we have been kickball teammates. We have really grown together throughout the
true.
last couple of years. I've sung many a duets, wore many wigs, and beat you guys in many Farkle games. So it's so great to
Almost
Yeah.
every Farkle game I've lost.
absolutely.
I've won once or twice out of 10 games?
I feel like that's the case for just about everybody. We do have parity going around the league.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Recently, not so much, but I would not call that a trend.
No.
so after this pod, we're doing a Farkle game
Yeah, I can't wait.
where we see if Cup comes back to the East Coast or
Here-
stays on the West Coast.
Here's the thing I'm nervous about when I win. Am I going to have to check that too? Or should
Ooh.
all of you have to chip in to pay for that kickback?
Guys,
fee for
when
me?
she came home,
Would you feel comfortable checking that?
back
We'll have
in
to check something.
November
Yeah.
or November, when I last saw you
November,
in
yeah.
Boston,
For
When
my
you took it
wedding.
back.
we brought her as our carry-on, and we got so many questions.
That security.
So many
Well, 'cause
questions.
it's in like an armored case.
Oh my
like
God.
padded.
The security guard made Vanessa open it. Then we had
Locked.
to then explain, be like, it's just a trophy.
Is this made of cocaine?
Yeah, absolutely. What is this bird on here? How many dice did you hot glue on here? Yeah,
It's a
an
goofy
experience.
thing. It's a trophy that did you make it?
Frankie made it,
Absolutely.
of
Yeah,
course.
it's-
that much
it has
hot glue
Frankie's
and you
hallmark
think
all
somebody
over
else made it?
I wish my hands were just made of like I could just hot glue it.
So the Farkle tournament is coming up soon. We'll see where Cup goes. We'll update you on the next pod.
It's coming home with me.
I think
We'll
it's
see.
I have a spot cleared off for it already.
it's coming home to the East Coast for sure.
for sure. It
It's
has to.
for sure not coming home with me.
If it goes home with Vanessa again, I will lose my
Oh,
We'll
jeez.
just
No,
mind.
can't
We'll
happen.
have to steal it. No problems. All right, Frankie,
Guys, I brought a topic.
you brought a
Yeah.
topic.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm pumped to hear this
Okay.
topic.
Tell us.
Yeah,
Tell
let's
us
hear it.
what.
I think that this is really a strong topic, obviously, because I brought it, but also two of you are going to love it. One of you is
Oh,
going to
no.
hate it.
Oh, I know what it's gonna be. Robin.
I'll tell you what, though. I fucking love karaoke.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So
here
I thought
go.
we would, do
Elliot, you can
some
sit this one out if
some
you want.
convo.
Like every karaoke song ever.
I'm not big on the karaoke.
I just don't
It's
understand
on,
not
why.
my
Elliot.
thing. Although I did sing earlier in this episode, and it sounded pretty good.
Yeah.
It sounded nice.
Thank you.
The practice
Wait,
has
so
been
what's the
showing off.
topic then, Frankie?
It's
top
karaoke.
songs.
I have a couple of things I'm thinking we should talk about. One, I had to look up the top requested
Right.
karaoke songs that I want to share with you guys, and we can discuss them.
I'm sure there were some surprises.
Ooh,
on
like
that.
Super
an
surprises.
analysis of songs.
Yeah, I have a
I like
quick
this.
lyrical game to play with you,
Love
which
it.
I think will go
Love it.
over super
Oh,
well.
no.
I can't wait.
And then I honestly just wanted to spend the last remaining minutes talking about my love for Courtside and how
Oh,
famous,
okay. I like
the
it.
majority
Friend
of
of the
us
pod.
are
Yeah.
at that
This
establishment.
is good. This is the first time we've offered the full agenda for the pod up front. So.
Yeah.
I'm honestly thankful. I feel like it could go one of two ways, great or terrible.
I
but
think
like most things.
Yeah.
So you're in
right,
good
but
shape.
I have pretty good faith that this is going to go great
okay, great.
for sure.
No, I feel good about it.
Guys, let's kick this off with the most requested karaoke songs. Do we have any guesses in the room?
I have mine.
I have a solid
I have
guess.
a couple thoughts. Do we each get one to guess?
Yeah,
or
throw it at me.
It's I Will Survive.
You think so?
I
was
think
gonna
so.
say pour some sugar on me.
Oh, that's a good guess too.
I am having trouble remembering the title of mine.
Sing it a little
So,
bit. We'll
yeah,
help
just
you.
a couple of bars.
Oh, we're halfway there.
Oh,
Living on a prayer.
John
You
John
were-
Bovi.
That was
Bon
literally
Jovi.
the next lyric
Bon
of what
Jovi.
you sang.
Bon
You were
Jovi.
able to come up with the title.
John Bovi, my favorite singer.
What is it?
Guys, you're all wrong. I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
Wait, let's. Were any of us close? Like,
somewhat,
Were
yes.
we anthemic? Is it more dancey, poppy?
There is.
Really? Come on,
it's-
Elliot.
It's like a
Just let her
cross.
say it.
You guys are going to be shocked when you hear them. So let me just kick off that the most requested one is Purple Rain,
Really?
which I was shocked about.
Yeah.
I have been to
'cause
karaoke.
That's kind of a hard song.
Yeah,
to
that's
sing.
exactly what I was thinking.
Not that
And
hard, but
also, it's a well-known song, but also besides the
but nobody
chorus,
really knows it.
yeah, it's like Purple Rain.
So that's the
That's
only
it.
that's the only
Rain.
sing-along hit you're gonna get.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
that's what I go for when I select my karaoke
me too.
song.
You
Biggest
have to go
sing-along.
for a song that
Good
like
point.
you can make eye contact with
Right.
someone
Yeah,
and be like,
they-
"This song's fucking for you."
Yeah,
And you want the crowd to join in so that it drowns out you sometimes.
Absolutely.
You know, you
absolutely.
don't
That's
know the words,
100%
you just
my
put the
MO.
You want the
mic
whole
out.
room to just envelop you and support you, and I think that might be tough to do in the verses of Purple Rain.
Yeah.
I would agree.
All right, so that's a
Okay,
shocker.
but like
That's the number
wait,
one.
you know what? I could
Okay,
see three
from an article
karaoke
from
bars
2013.
in Minneapolis, just like offsetting all
That's
those
true.
numbers.
It's situational. Yeah.
Yeah.
And did I say top 20? Because I mean top 15.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh God, thank God.
I feel like if you show up to karaoke and you look like Prince, you're giving the attitude of Prince, and you
How
play an
many
air
people
guitar,
are- yeah.
then you could crush Purple Rain. Other than
Sure.
that, I'm not impressed.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay,
All right, what's number 2?
let me lay number 2 on you. It is Madonna, Like a Prayer.
All right, interesting.
I can see girls
get
getting
it.
together and singing that.
Like
Well, not just like
bachelorette parties. He's thinking of
Yeah.
bachelorette party rolls up to a Howl at the Moon somewhere in America, and they're going to town with the piano players. On
Yeah,
that one.
You're going
I
for
could
it.
see it. Number 3, we're looking at Marvin Gaye, Let's Get It On.
Ooh.
That's also hard to sing.
I also just don't know.
And like slower.
That's another one that like not people know the words in certain parts and then not.
I started out by
Yeah.
saying like you want a song that you make eye contact and like have
That's-
like eye sex. I don't want to have eye sex to that song
This
with
one's tough.
anyone.
That's
Like
too
I
close.
can't imagine like scanning the room and being like, let's get it on.
So
I like
also
how you're
wonder-
looking
But that-
directly at
Absolutely.
me as the example.
I wonder
God.
with these songs, sound like songs that people who like frequent, like they are regulars there every week. This may be their song that they go up, so it gets requested more. I think
I
our
I don't
agree.
think that's
our
swaying the
experience
numbers,
is-
Chad.
Could.
It could.
I don't know enough about
I
karaoke
feel
to know
like
if Chad's
at
you know.
this point, the way that we experience karaoke together, I feel like we're like, oh, well, that's not one of the songs in our group's repertoire.
Right.
So I wonder who's singing these songs. Maybe it's like Dave, who goes to TGI Fridays on
And he
Thursdays.
just really has his song.
And like, yeah,
but I think this article, correct me if I'm wrong, Frankie.
Yeah.
It's not like a data analysis of most played songs. It's probably like anecdotal. They go to a bunch of bars and see what happens.
I would probably agree with that.
You know, so
Also, it's hard to say because Chad picks literally the most obscure songs to sing.
what?
Chad does not follow the
Caitlin,
get the
back
room
me
on
up
your
on this.
side.
Yeah,
you know,
but-
he gets so amped, puts in his request, and then looks to us to be like, "Do you know this song?" And it's like, "No, Chad, absolutely not."
And everybody in the
He's like,
bar
"What?
goes
Come
to
on,
get a
And
come on,
drink.
tell me."
absolutely, and he's
So-
just up there by himself.
I've started sticking to more safe songs for me.
What's your safe word? I mean, safe song.
Ooh, Panda. I mean,
It's the sexy safe word.
It felt right.
I love
oh
Pandas.
shit, Garth Brooks.
Ooh.
Friends in Low Places.
Low
Ooh.
Places.
Is that
Can
on
you-
that top 10
that
list?
No,
fits-
it's
that
not, but
fits
I
you
do
too.
wish it was.
It fits me. Where I run into trouble is if I request a country song. Most of my friends don't listen to country music,
Yeah.
so they don't
Yeah.
know that.
But a
that's
song like
also-
that's so popular.
Yeah.
It's like it transcends.
It's where I'm comfortable because my range can hit it, and
Sure.
everybody learns the words after the first verse.
Sure.
Because they just repeat themselves, so it's easy to sing along with.
Right.
I've tried Sticks before.
Ooh, that's tough.
That's
Dan
tough.
Long.
and long.
It's like taffy.
I want to just make one more comment. Chad looks like a rock star right now. He looks like he could sing like what's that? Friends in Low Places. It looks like that's your song, and you're on like a media tour with us.
I've got friends in low.
There it goes.
There it is.
This is where the whiskey drowns in beer. Chases my blues away.
Wow,
I could listen to him all night.
He gets.
I might have to submit that for tomorrow.
Please.
All right, what else we got?
The next one kind of threw me off. It's Hall & Oates, Private Eyes.
This is Chad's.
Private eyes watching you.
I know. Vanessa had to play it for me. I don't.
Yeah, but nobody knows more than that. That's the thing.
That's what I mean.
People sing that in karaoke.
I would totally
This
agree.
list, I don't know.
I kind of.
Maybe 2013
Maybe this
was
is
a
where
different
you
time.
stand
it's from
out
2013.
as a good person at karaoke because you know all the songs.
Look it up.
Maybe the rest of them that we sing along to are further down because people are drowning out the star who's singing. Where these,
But where's the obvious ones like
That's why,
like Bohemian Rhapsody or like Sweet Home Alabama or Sweet Home Caroline? Like these are what I expect to be.
I
on
kind of
there.
thought so too.
You know?
All right, what else? Is
I
on
will
the
say
list
the
then?
next one is probably one of the only ones that I've ever seen Elliot perform
Okay.
on
Backstreet
a
Boys.
karaoke. Yeah.
If it's what I think it is, it's the
I Want
only
It
song
Back.
I've
Yes.
ever
Yeah.
actually. No, it's the second song I've ever performed.
Give us a little tidbit.
You are my fire, my one desire.
I liked it.
I like that he
That
had his
Carla
eyes closed
Haney
the
is
whole
one
time.
lucky lady.
Do you
Well-
think Carla saw you sing that song one time and just was like, "That's it, I'm marrying him. I don't need sexy Elliot.
The
That's
ti-
who I need."
The timing actually kind of checks out. Although
The timing checks out.
when Carla first met me and maybe made this decision, I was sexy.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the next song.
song.
The next song is Journey. Don't Stop
Oh,
Believing,
that's a good one.
That makes sense.
which I love.
Okay.
I think it's a good classic.
That one I thought would be higher than number 6.
Okay, after that one, I got
Mhm.
Grease, Summer Nights.
Oh, duet.
I
yeah.
understand
A duet?
that, yeah.
That's
You
a
do
good,
understand?
That room sings along. That's a good one to get
Yeah,
the room on your side.
you're
Everybody
right.
knows most of the
Enough
words
of it,
to that
yeah.
song.
Do you think?
I feel
Yeah.
I have to look
yeah.
at the lyrics to make
You
sure.
know it.
I think you
Give
can
me a little-
BS it along.
Hit me
like,
with the 1-2s.
you know enough.
Soft ones.
You can read along because when you have to read the lyrics and actually try to like read along,
Yeah.
it doesn't work out. But if
Mhm.
you're gonna be like, I gotta
Yeah.
budget a little bit,
And it's a
Karaoke's
great song
safe
for
bet.
duet and also a room to split up because like if you're not as comfortable with your voice and you don't think you're a very good singer, you sing the low end and you
can do a lot
join
of,
in with the
and
group.
you can do a lot of pointing to
Right,
people in the
right.
crowd. to
I love a
join
good
you.
point
Yeah.
during karaoke.
it's
Yeah.
like a little bit of strategy. We play a lot of games, a little Catan, a little Ticket to Ride. Strategy comes out. Now we're exposing our karaoke
I got lost for a
strategy.
minute. Wow.
Chad took us on a journey there.
Yeah.
Welcome
Yeah.
to my
A
wife's world. High
journey.
context, like I know what's going on. Jokes that don't really match with the rest of the world.
Man, that's awesome for a public conversation to be recorded and shared with the rest of the world.
The next song is I love rock and roll.
All right.
Ooh, yeah.
What's the next line?
Put another dime
In the jukebox, baby. That's
Like from Crossroads.
yeah. It's Joan Jett and the Black
Heartbreakers.
Heart.
Yeah.
Black Hearts.
Heartbreak.
What's the
Wait,
Heartbreakers?
Tom
Petty.
are you
Petty.
not familiar with Joan Jett?
I am familiar with Joan Jett, not the Black
Oh,
Hearts.
gotcha.
Yeah, that was new news to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just now.
B-52's Love Shack.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Rock Lobster, I'm surprised.
I
Really? You
love
put that one before?
B-52s.
I wouldn't. I don't like that song, but I feel like I've heard that one.
Oh, really? I know.
But Love Shack probably more than Rock Lobster for
Yeah.
sure.
I feel like Love Shack, you get to do this like dance that like everybody does when
and
they
it's another duet.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
And you get
could-
everybody on the bang, bang, bang.
exactly, and you can have like the
Mhm.
whole crowd just.
Yeah. And you get a
living
partner
for
up
you.
there with you. That makes it so much easier.
I love.
I've never sang karaoke solo.
Oh, really?
Like I said, I've only ever done it twice in my
Mhm.
life.
Really?
Once in college, and once, like 4 years ago, maybe before you
Maybe.
guys moved to California.
And
It was the
Negative
Glitter
One
Blazer
Days.
birthday.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you really you like
Whose
shined.
birthday was that? Yours,
It was
Frankie?
mine. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, I remember now. Yeah.
Leggings and
Yeah,
glitter
yeah, yeah.
blazers.
It was very specific.
I matched those two.
Classic. Okay, the next song is "Baby Got Back."
That's a good one.
Yep.
Sort of mix a lot.
Do you think you know that like you could close your eyes and
This is one of my pet peeves. This song when
What?
people sing it in karaoke.
Oh,
Really?
the song itself?
Yeah.
Why?
When people sing in karaoke, because it's always like, oh, we're so like I don't.
you
I don't-
can't do it?
I don't like
You
it.
hate it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, good to know. The next one is
Nobody wanted to sing it during the during that little beat section.
Yeah.
Born in the USA.
Oh, some
Yeah.
Bruce.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Some Bruce.
I
That's a
feel
good
like
one.
the outfit
That's a
Chad is
good-
wearing could really
Ooh.
slay a
Oh.
crowd. Like people would take their bras off.
You know, Chad looks like Bruce at his prime with a mustache. I don't know if Bruce ever wore just.
I
a
like all
mustache.
these compliments because
I know for every song.
earlier today I was wearing just regular glasses so I could see, and I was getting all kinds of "you look like a dad"
Okay.
style joke, and now
Can I
I'm
jump
wearing
in?
sunglasses and all these compliments.
You were wearing glasses. You showed up to the airport, and I'm not making fun. I just want to comment on why people were calling you a dad. You showed up to the airport wearing
People
hiking
in the
boots.
airport.
Well, his wife, my wife,
Oh.
and me. So the three of us.
bullies.
But you showed up to the airport wearing
Are a
big
big
hiking
deal.
boots with jeans and a flannel shirt tucked into your jeans, wearing a denim
Chad.
jacket over that flannel
I
shirt,
love him.
and wearing
It was an early flight.
and wearing
so-
very old glasses that I think you've since updated to a fresher style of glass.
No, I haven't.
Oh.
No, those are the glasses Chad always wears.
Well, he rarely wears his glasses, and every time you see him wear his glasses, the same as me because I rarely wear glasses.
Okay, so I guess I got to go spend $500 on a pair of
no,
glasses.
I would never
now.
condone that. Warby
Well,
Parker,
you're-
$95 all in.
I know,
No,
I wish
not
the
with these guys.
sunglasses
Not
were
with these
cheaper,
eyes.
though.
Oh, your eyes are too
Yeah.
Oh,
poor.
right.
They send me a separate email, sir.
These aren't going to work.
we suggest you
You
buy
can't
these
sit here,
super
sir.
expensive lenses.
Sir,
Okay,
we
so I
can't
didn't
serve
realize
you.
the glasses were your primary glasses, but it's not your normal look. So when you do put the glasses on, it creates the dad on the weekend look.
But just on the
Dad.
weekend, I can't
yeah.
be a week
It's like-
time dad.
I think
Not,
during the-
not in that get up.
What do they call
No.
hot dads? Like zaddies?
Dilf. Oh,
Ooh,
zaddies.
Dilf.
Oh,
Jeez.
Chad would be a DILF. But anyway,
Elliot, slide it
said-
in.
do we
Yeah.
have an HR department? Here
Absolutely.
on,
No, that's the
Plans and
that's the
Media?
one thing we haven't hired for.
um,
We got a big team now.
Pro
more-
bono.
way more than the glasses
Big
though. It was
team.
the flannel shirt tucked into the jeans, wearing a jean jacket. That's what it was.
It was probably my demeanor too. I
Your
was
demeanor
playing-
was
A lot of the outfit,
it was
probably.
it was directing
Mm.
for sure.
You're welcome for hijacking that
It's been a long day.
3-minute segment. Back to you,
That was
Frankie.
great.
What were we talking about, though?
Guys,
honestly?
the next song on the list is Radiohead Creep.
Oh, people do
Ooh,
sing
yeah.
this a lot.
Do you think?
Yes.
This list really threw
Near
me for a
the
loop.
kind of near the end of the evening, but not the end. Like when it takes that weird turn where everyone's like kind of tired and like, should we go? And then you get like before you get your second wind.
There's only one song you should play at the end of the evening. Piano Man.
Yeah,
That's the only way karaoke should always close out.
agree.
That or Bohemian Rhapsody.
No,
No, I think
No?
Piano
disagree.
Man.
I saw the greatest performance of Piano Man
Did you?
by Caitlin Amaral and Vanessa Danziger.
That's right.
Yes.
That's my duet
Yes.
partner.
Vanessa told me in the car on the way here that was one of her favorite performances.
Wait,
and
when was it? Which
it was
one?
at courtside. It was a night that it was not
Oh, we
many
had
of
the
us.
crowd going.
Girl,
Yeah, I
That's
remember
a
that.
crowd
People
song for
stood
sure.
Yeah.
up. Vanessa was like, I
That's
remember.
right, we got a standing
Yeah,
ovation.
Vanessa was like, I
How
looked out into the
embarrassing.
crowd and I couldn't believe everyone was
The
standing
lights were
clapping for
blinding.
me.
Hey,
And you
know,
guys, I think that you and Vanessa as a
Maybe magic
duo
happened.
have performed some of my all-time
gosh.
favorite songs.
Yeah,
Um,
we're a good yin and yang.
Outside of Megan Baker, just crushing it.
Yeah, well, she's the kind of person. She found a song and she's stuck
Yeah.
with it.
She's got
yeah.
like 3 of them though.
Ugh.
She's got a full like
That's her bright side.
rider.
Yeah.
level
She
of-
does now.
All right, next up we have Adele, Someone Like You.
Really?
That's
Ooh.
That's bold.
That's a bold
brave.
move to go with
That
Adele.
is brave.
I feel like
That's
people
like-
that sing that song are like, I
They
can
can sing.
sing.
Yeah, you're
and it's
right.
like, don't come here.
Yeah.
This is I didn't ask
This
you
is
to
not
be
for
here.
people that can actually sing.
No. I want the mic to literally be like, get your mouth off of me. You're
Ooh.
hurting. You know? Okay, next song is, I'm going to really butcher her last name, Natalie Imbruglia.
Oh yeah.
Torn.
Imbruglia.
Imbruglia?
Ooh,
Imbruglia.
Torn
yeah.
is good.
Can you give me a little, like,
Cause
piece
I'm
of it?
torn.
I'm
already
already something.
Okay.
That's how I feel.
Okay, yeah.
Broken, I'm awake. Lying naked on the floor.
I remember when that song came out and I heard that part in the
In, like,
chorus,
middle
lying naked
school?
on the floor. I was like, oh my.
Oh my
Yeah.
I like, did not handle it. I was like, is this appropriate for me to listen
Like,
to?
And
Mom,
then he
Mom,
got
can you
a
turn the radio down?
teenage.
Yeah, adolescent Elliot.
I need a notebook.
It was 12-year-old Elliot.
Yeah.
When was that song released? Does it say on there?
Mm-mm.
No? Okay. Well,
Okay.
96. I don't know.
hey.
The final song, which
that would
I
almost
think
check out.
I think should have been higher is Michael Jackson, Billie Jean.
Oh, yeah.
I just think that is a great song. You get to do a lot of kicking. You get to do a lot of hand flares.
Yeah, hard to sing though. I think it's.
But if you know
takes
it,
courage.
But if you know it, it's good.
Yeah,
it's always good.
Sure.
It always
like
slays.
if it's your song.
Yeah, I totally.
That's
agree.
another tough one. Like, there's a lot of really good singers on this list. You know, like the artists are like known for their singing. There's not like any like.
But isn't that like why they're singers?
I don't know. Like, there's a lot of bands that don't have good singers.
Name one.
Well, I think Bruce Springsteen was known as like not being a great singer, but
he had a great band.
But a great band and a great stage presence, great songs. But like his voice,
but it didn't matter.
It's not like he's a Freddie Mercury. And granted, he's like the best of all time. But like,
would you say the best of all time? Because I would say Cher's the best of all time. And then right after that,
I would put Freddie Mercury above Cher. No question.
You guys are crazy. Barbara Streisand is second.
I'm saying there's people who get invited into the conversation. I think Freddie makes it into the conversation.
It's also saying that because you watched the movie like 6 hours ago.
I've loved Queen for a long time, but yeah, I am on a Bohemian Rhapsody come down. But I don't know who do you put above Freddie?
I said Cher.
Okay. Wrong. Chad, who would you put above Cher?
I'm not getting in between.
Elton John.
Elton John, sure.
Immediately.
Yeah. Who else do you put in the conversation? We have Elton John, Cher, Freddie Mercury.
I mean,
is
Rod
Prince
Stewart.
up there? Is Michael Jackson up there?
Yes.
Madonna?
I would say so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then Cher should be in here. I don't know
not
why
saying
we're debating.
I'm not saying she shouldn't exist in this conversation, but I think Freddie Mercury is clearly the top of the pyramid here.
What, Elliot?
Are you
would
kidding?
Literally 7 hours ago, you would have never brought that up.
I'm with Caitlin on this. I think you're
it's
like
just top of mind.
I'm re-reminded, but I'm not. I don't think I'm wrong.
Okay, let's also just add one more diva, Celine Dion. I think gotta have her. You know,
So you've agreed to like 18 people so far.
I agree that they should all be in the conversation. I agree that when we're talking about best singers of all time, and I'm not of all time,
we're narrowing it
bands,
down, and within that sliver, these people exist.
Yeah, I think when we think about best pop or rock singers of all time, all these people should be in the conversation.
Sure.
I just don't think any of them beat.
You're so full of it.
Beat my guy Freddie.
No.
I don't believe you.
What a bandwagon to hop on.
Seriously.
Guys, let's head into like the actual meat of this episode.
Oh, we haven't gotten to the meat yet?
I think like what I need everyone to do is give me a rundown of their personal greatest performance of karaoke. Okay. I can set a quick scene. There's a great dive bar in Boston, Cambridge to be specific, called Courtside.
Yep.
One of my favorite places. I like to perform Cher, Do You Believe in Life After Love? One time,
you don't perform it; you live that
I
performance.
live.
You live it.
I can't explain to you how many times I've performed that wasn't karaoke. My mom has videotaped 7-year-old Frankie in the backyard doing cartwheels and still singing the lyrics. Can't do it now, but like could maybe.
Oh
but
my God,
if you put your mind to it, you can do it.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Okay.
Sounds like a good activity.
Courtside, me, probably 2014, 2015. I got on stage to sing my usual, which, Dawn happily allowed me to do.
She requested it by just like walking up to the microphone in the middle of somebody else's set, winking and pointing.
Absolutely.
And it just happened.
And somebody from the front row wanted to dance as my backup dancer.
God.
Do you guys remember this?
That random guy?
Yeah. This random guy got up and was like, whispered in my ear, he's like, I'm going to be your backup dancer right now.
Don't worry, girl, I got you.
And I was like, I don't think I need one, but sure. Yeah, sure. Okay. So he starts his own routine, which was just a lot of hands moving. And then he did the low train where you like grind the rails. To my disbelief, our good friend Ryan also jumped up and got to be the second backup dancer.
Well, because it was lopsided.
It was lopsided.
Yeah.
And Ryan, in perfect form, knew exactly each movement this man was going to make. And it was probably by far the greatest performance I've ever had. I felt like the crowd was screaming. I couldn't hear after. I felt like I was going to drop the mic and just be like, that's the greatest I can ever do.
Showmanship.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody else have a great story?
I don't know that I could remember a greatest performance, a singular one.
You have
but
so many good ones.
Well, that's the problem. You're
like
right,
in
Chad.
when your tambourine comes along.
That's true.
And I would say I've seen some great Hakuna Matata.
That's what I was gonna say. Like if I was to just a favorite song, I think Hakuna Matata.
I love
it. Brings the house down in a way that is always surprising.
The crowd lives for it.
Yeah, they do.
Because it's like a surprising song to come on.
Yeah.
Yet everybody knows it, and everybody's like it has this nostalgic feel for something they remember and loved.
And I think Vanessa and I have a nice little like choreographed dance kind of thing that we do in the instrumental break. That's a little too long.
You both really take over the characters of Timon.
Yeah, we do. But we switch back and forth. Like I don't think we ever remember who's more typically who. So. It's whoever opens their mouth first.
It's the most like natural performance of like the duo.
And you sing in character,
which
is it's impressive.
Vanessa, one heart,
does the whole voice.
Voices.
I know that the
loves it.
It's theatrical, which I think people appreciate.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
I don't say I have a best individual song, but the best night of karaoke was that Leggings and Sparkle party for you. And there's a photo series of me and my wife singing a duet at the beginning of the night. And you can tell we're like trying to like read the words. And then another photo 3 hours later where we'd had a couple more drinks and you could just tell we were rocking out to the song.
Yeah.
You can see that we weren't reading the words. We were living the
in
music.
the moment. Hey, that night, is that the night with the bird?
The dead bird.
Yeah.
That was dead bird night. Yeah.
Yeah. I've
it's
told
one
you
of my
story.
favorite stories.
I don't think you've told it here, so tell it again.
Oh.
Plus, I don't know if I exactly remember.
No, so we were at, I think it was this night that Chad was talking about.
Yeah.
We were at courtside, and, I don't know, it was time to like leave. It was last call. And I had lived not far. I like lived around the corner.
Right.
Then, so I was like walking home. I get home, like, like we were like, had a lot to drink that night because it was Frankie's birthday and it was a lot of fun.
It was a
so like went to bed, got up like kind of early in the morning after you've been drinking. It's like 6 o'clock and I like go to like, I'm like, oh, I need to like, I'm thirsty, grab some water, go to the bathroom. I like walk into the bathroom. Like I didn't have my glasses on and I was like, oh, like, the toilet is there. And I'm like, what is that in the toilet? I'm like, oh my God, what is it? I like look in, I lean in. It was a bird. A full on dead bird, like a crow.
What did I do last night?
The size of a crow, and it was like 6 a.m. I was like, who am I? Like, I don't even know what to do.
I'm like, crow?
I'm like, Frankie's up.
Yeah, absolutely. Texted me immediately.
So I'm like, what do I do? She's like, you gotta get in there. I'm like, no, I can't.
I may have suggested trying to flush it, and I was like, that's a bad idea. Actually, bad idea.
I'm like, no, I think that's came up. She's like, well, do you have any gloves? I'm like, yeah. So I like go, I find like my big ski mittens, right? I'm like, reach in there, grab the bird.
No.
Comes out bigger than I even anticipated. Like how this bird got in there. And I just like throw it in like a trash can.
Yeah.
And that's as far as I could get. I was like, I need to take a break. And I had to go lie down for an hour or two and then like take the bird out and put it in the trash.
Oh my God. Do you think that drunk Caitlin?
No, I think he got in some.
Did you make a friend and bring him inside and then change your mind and be like, what do I do?
And
I made you a bed.
I was like, you're not a fish?
Sorry.
Wrong home. No, but
So did you ever find out where the bird actually came from?
Did
you have an open window?
No, I think it got like in a drain pipe.
And do you think it came up
I think
dead?
it snaked its way up, yeah.
Well, if it snaked its way up, it could have snaked its way back down. You could have just flushed it.
I'm not convinced that was going to happen.
I don't think it would have.
It was wild.
Oh.
That was
that was such a good night.
Yeah, there have been many
morning.
nights that we have.
Well, not for the bird, yeah.
Well.
Yeah, we have finished off at courtside and just like really slayed it.
Yeah.
So much so that like I'll wake up and be like, I need to check in on everyone. Send out like a mass text like, everyone alive, everybody okay? But the morning that I got the dead bird text, I was like, we peaked. We have peaked, everyone. We will not top this moment.
Well, that was a tough
I'm leaving the state. I got to go.
Yeah, I got to get out of here.
What a way to wake up.
Elliot,
good stuff.
Best performance?
One of the two.
So I've had two performances. Both were incredible, but one of them was I went it that way with my wife.
That's why you've stopped. You're like,
I
reached
hit
the pinnacle.
I hit the peak. But my first ever performance, we were in college, and it was like one of those like it was like put on by the student union or whatever, like a karaoke in the quad kind of thing.
It's always a time that we didn't know him. Does everybody realize that?
Yeah,
it's
very convenient.
Great stories.
Yeah.
Frankie's cracking
I
his
used to
face.
be.
It's not
I used to be so fun.
So sexy. Everyone loved me. I was like the life of the party.
I was 6'5".
Each night they picked me up and cheered my name. You guys didn't know me then. It was back like when
I drove a Ferrari.
Yeah. Carla was a runway model. God.
A good portion of those things are true.
I knew how to ride a horse.
Side saddle.
I did used to horseback ride back then.
Like a lady.
You're describing Elliot pretty well at age 21, 22.
I'm sure I am.
It's a big year.
Big couple years. And then
Big years for big boy.
Big boy.
I wasn't big boy back then. I was like big Sexy boy.
Oh God! All right.
Okay, tell us
yeah.
your college story, please.
And by sexy Elliot, I mean I had like a big, like my hair was super big and curly and kind of went like below my ears. And
I've seen guys.
To answer a question none of you have asked me.
I've seen the picture of him with the fro. I would almost call
it.
it.
It was fro-ish, yeah.
It is
like a Justin Timberlake.
It's insane. I didn't believe it was him.
Really?
Like it wasn't not like Justin Timberlake had like the really tight.
Yeah.
Mine were looser and more luscious curls.
My
I would
God,
say.
really?
So it was super curly, but it covered my ears.
A lot of hairstyles. It sounds
yes,
like.
I've seen some of these photos.
You
experimental.
You couldn't see my ears, if that helps. And I also had a lip ring and stretched ears. I was a very different person.
A different boy.
Kind of a badass.
Bad boy.
No.
Bad boy.
I was a wannabe. Let's pierce my ears and try to look cool, badass. So, in no way a badass. What was the question?
It was tell me about your best performance.
Okay, so I was that age. That's how I was looking. We went to like a karaoke on the quad, and me and 3 of my other friends. We went up and we did Tupac Shakur Changes.
God,
that's not a song you should do.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the story you wanted to tell?
Well, I have one of 2. I don't have many options. And I tell it because as a way to say that you can grow up and you can change and you can get better. All right.
This is funny.
We went up.
You can cut this out of the episode.
But please don't. Elliot, I do imagine that like in your afterlife, whatever song you don't want to sing karaoke is going to be like what they asked you to do to get into the greater place. And you're going to be like, I can't do it. I got to go
to the worst place.
I'm going to go to wherever you don't want me to
go. I don't even like it here.
Yeah.
Any song you could mention is not a song I would want to sing.
Any song.
I totally agree.
Yeah. It's just not your thing.
It's a fear. I should have said last week in our What Are Your Greatest Fears karaoke. Which is
like,
I mentioned public speaking, and karaoke is kind of like public speaking in a way, but like with singing, which makes it even harder.
I can give you
and performing. So it's like, it's just not my
I get terrified when I go up.
It's
like,
not
I'm
my
excited
thing.
to like try to conquer that fear, but I'm
we used to have in my senior year of high school, there was a luau. It was like the Hawaiian luau end of year dance.
Yeah.
And there was always karaoke. And I was so afraid to go because I had this like intense fear that one of my quote friends was going to put my name in and and like have me called up, and then I would either have to do it or like run out the door.
Be like,
oh God.
I had to do that one time.
Like
I lost a game of Buck Hunter to Frankie.
Absolutely,
and
you
she
did.
got to choose a song for me, and so I didn't know what I was singing.
I put in Katy Perry, right?
Britney
Spears, which was.
You saved me. You were so nice because I knew the words.
Yeah. It was, but that was. We should do that more often. Buck Hunter for a song. Absolutely. I feel like you all of a sudden would be so good at Buck Hunter.
Like you were throwing axes.
Oh my God.
I was good at that axe throwing thing.
You were amazing. Guys, I have a special game for us to play.
All right.
It's going to be a game about lyrics. So I'm going to start off pretty easy. Caitlin, don't look at
I can't see
my
it
notes.
from here,
and it's also going to be hard because the viewers out there don't know, but it's hard to talk into this mic and tilt your neck. So you have limited range and you feel like a lunatic, but I'm going to do my best, okay? Okay, so the game is...
Doing great, Frank.
You look like a pro.
The game is I'm going to read lyrics to you in a plain voice, and you guys tell me what the song it is.
I love it. Sing it back.
I would love
in
that.
the lyric if we can.
Yeah, I would love that.
Extra points to sing it back.
Okay.
So there's going to be a blank at the end just to kind of help you guys trigger the next word. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So it's going to go like this. This is the example. It should be, you guys should get it right.
And how should we answer? Do we ding in or do we just say it?
I think you just say it.
Okay.
It's like a team game.
So you guys ready?
Cool. I'm into it.
Yes.
First one goes like this. Georgia, the whole day, blank.
Oh no. That's an easy one?
Yeah.
I don't.
There it is.
But I don't know what the blank
I don't know
is.
that. The whole day gone by? Whole day sleeping away?
I think it's something like
the
that.
Whole day.
But you don't know what the answers are to your own game?
Absolutely not. Guys, it's Georgia on My Mind by Ray Charles.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can anyone sing it back?
I don't even know.
Georgia on my mind. Yeah, that's all I know.
No.
All right, next one.
Good that was just the example.
Yeah. This one's a little bit easier.
Unless we go harder, that's a problem.
This one's easier. And them good old boys were drinking whiskey and blank.
Rye singing this'll be the
There it
day
is.
I die.
Did you get that one, Elliot?
My,
there he
this
is.
American pie.
Oh my God.
That was loud.
Good job.
That was so good,
I
Elliot.
backed up though. So I didn't peek.
All right, next one. I remember when I lost my blank.
When I lost my mind.
There it is.
CeeLo.
That was an easy one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No? You don't think these... Okay, good.
I'm not doing well.
Okay, good. I kind of like
It's a
it.
team. It's a team. We're all doing
Well,
well.
I know.
We're all in this together.
Okay. What you want, baby, I blank.
Got
it.
it.
Ah, there it is. Give it to me, Elliot.
I want it. What you need.
Yeah.
Just a little respect.
Oh, okay.
Is that how it
Value
goes?
doesn't like
Aretha.
the singing on the pod.
Yeah.
He's really leaning in.
He's getting
in a
hot
new
right
kind of
now.
way.
Frankie challenges me in
Many
ways.
All right, here we go.
All right.
My loneliness
Is killing me.
and
I must confess, I still believe.
This is going to be a real
Yeah.
tough one to listen to.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I think they're going to join along with us.
Okay, this one's kind of hard, but I think you guys could potentially get it. Okay, it goes like this. But every song's like gold teeth, gray goose tripping in the blank.
Street.
Is it
It's
Bruno
Diamonds
Mars?
by Lord.
Yeah, there he is.
Wow, Chad.
It's
That was good.
it's Royals.
Oh.
I'm so thrown off by like the reading without
Really?
like
Yeah, you
some
did a good
melody
job.
or rhythm behind it, which is good because
Okay.
it's testing the lyrical knowledge, not the song knowledge.
Yeah. California girls were unforgettable. Daisy Dukes.
Bikini's on top. Katy Perry.
Yeah, there it is. California girls.
Just like the four of us right now.
You know
California girls.
This one tripped up
Girls.
Vanessa when I practiced it on her.
Okay.
It goes like this. Make it last forever. Friendship never blanks.
And
Ends.
There it is.
Well,
That
Vanessa
tripped
didn't
her
get
up.
that
I
one?
know. I was shocked. Give me the full lyric. Give me like the...
Spice Girls.
Yeah, Spice Girls.
Spice Girls.
Friendship never ends.
If
Okay.
you wanna be my lover,
This
you gotta be
is
with my
not my
friend.
last one, but this is close to it.
Okay. Great.
Yeah. There's a fire starting
This is
in my blank.
It's Adele.
Bones.
There's fire starting deep inside my soul.
Soul.
There it is.
Chasing a fever pitch and around about girl.
Okay, and this is my last one. You guys are really
Oh,
doing
man.
great.
We're just making sure we're not going to get copyright struck.
No,
Keep it under 10 seconds.
Keep it under 10 seconds. And
Slightly off key.
If you
Yeah,
sing
wrong
it,
lyrics.
you guys are
Yeah.
perfect.
you can do it under 30 if you do it completely just the lyrics.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I know. Okay, last
Good
one.
to
Hot
know.
You must not know about blank.
You must not know about me. You must not
There
know about
it
me.
is. There's my girl.
I'm
I can
practicing.
get
I'm
Yeah.
practicing.
you in a minute.
Guys, that was my game. Thanks for playing.
Ding, 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 ding.
400 points to beautiful Caitlin.
Thank you.
Yeah.
350
Yeah.
to beautiful Chad.
Checks
and 2 points to the Bearded Beauty.
So it's 2 to 350 to 400.
Yeah,
That checks out.
it all makes sense.
I went like 1 for 10 on that game.
I keep
That's
rubbing my
fun, though.
mustache.
You
on
like
the
that,
microphone.
yeah.
I think like I wish I had a ding system to be like ding 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 ding. But
Elliot will put it in post.
oh god, that'd be awesome.
Every week we say like, I'll put that in.
Nope.
It's never happened.
No.
I don't think it will.
Well, wishful thinking.
Yeah.
Someday.
Someday.
Maybe. We'll get an editor and a...
Submit your resumes
You
to
know.
the Ill Tell You What podcast at gmail.com.
My friend college
Apostrophe or
No
No
apostrophe.
Get that out of here.
Guys,
Caitlin talks about the same jokes
I
every
know,
episode.
but that one's,
last
Clever.
segment that I want to just quickly touch
Yeah.
on because I know we could be hitting my specific time limit.
yeah.
Is,
We're past it, don't worry.
Oh damn it! I'm sorry, Elliot.
We're doing okay.
Just songs you wish you could perform.
Oh, my God.
Mine. I'm tooting my own horn a little bit
Ooh.
when I say I wish I could perform it, and I have, and it was incredible. So it's
What?
Dreamgirls.
Oh.
Yep, I was
Um,
going to say.
Guys,
Jennifer Hudson.
Jennifer Hudson.
Yeah.
The one time I performed it, a woman came up to me after and was like, "That was moving."
It was.
It's like, really? It was
Y'all got a lot
I
of
thought I was
money.
at
Yeah.
church for a minute.
yeah, she really thought I did a great
Nope,
job.
Just this dimly
Yeah.
lit dive bar
Yeah,
with
yeah.
frozen
I
pizza.
remember that performance, and my jaw was dropped, and I just kept looking over and be like, holy shit, I didn't know she could do this.
Oh my God. Okay, but for real, a song I wish I could do is basically any like Nicki Minaj song. I can't.
Ooh.
I'm not good at the like super
Quick
fast
Yeah.
like lyrics. They just don't come to me quick. I wish I was good because I feel like I have the energy for it, and I am like all over the place that I could really achieve greatness. Caitlin, what are you looking at for this song?
What I want to sing?
Yeah.
Well, I like that Celine Dion one. It's one that goes,
Sing
there were
me
nights when the people go wild for that when someone can actually sing it.
What is it called?
I couldn't.
I can't.
Power of Love?
Oh, maybe.
I don't know.
Power of Love. No,
That's not that one. That and I Walking in Memphis.
Oh, the Cher version? Because you heard it today.
Yeah, because I heard it today. It got in my head. No, because I remember. I love that when people sing that in karaoke.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It's a good one, yeah.
For me, Renegade by Styx. My 21st birthday, I had a friend who put my name in to sing it, and I didn't know the song. And so I did a terrible job.
Ooh,
and so
tough.
there's like a redemption desire for it. Also, I think it is a catchy karaoke song.
The song I wish I could perform, it's Third Eye Blind, So Much Charm Kind of Life.
Oh,
yeah, I think it's a really
yeah,
fun.
that's a winner.
It's a winner. It hits those same kind of nostalgic cues, and there's like a lot of words, so it kind of sounds good if you're. It sounds impressive if you're good at it.
People like to sing along to that one.
Yeah, that's one of those songs that like everybody knows like the first 3 lines of the verse, and then mumbles through, and then hits the chorus real hard.
Yeah,
so you're gonna have the room for the chorus.
Camaraderie.
I would say
like
that's
that.
my strategy for all karaoke.
Me too.
Absolutely.
Just as much crowd
Confidence
to drown
in
me out.
3 words. Fake the rest.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Guys,
Great
this has been
topic.
so fun.
That was fruitful, Frankie.
Yeah? Everyone feels good?
I feel really good.
Yeah.
I feel a little sweaty, but I feel like that's like part of the
I feel like, yeah.
Well, this fancy gold coat. It's worth the sweat.
Absolutely.
I want to apologize to the listeners for all of my singing personally, and I want to say you're welcome for the singing of the rest of the table.
Oh,
Absolutely.
how sweet, but
you deserved it.
Too generous.
Frankie.
Yeah.
You were our very first guest.
Guys,
we got to get you like a certain like a special gift or something.
I would like to have a pin that I can double tap like the Hilton pin.
What'd you think, Frankie, coming out on the other side of it?
Wow. It was fantastic. You guys, I love all of you in each your own special way. But this podcast, it just makes me love you more.
Oh.
Also, my neck really hurts.
I know. It's a lot of...
and I thought I could really like be my Muppet body self, and you can't because Elliot really makes eye contact when your lips don't touch the mic.
I just want to make us sound as good as possible.
Oh,
you know?
We sound great.
But you know what? You've been pretty mobile and you sound great. I think we all did a pretty good job today.
Hey, all right, go team.
Cheers.
Well, there's a note to end it on.
Yeah, cheers.
Oh, cheers.
Ooh, cheers.
Right over the electronics.
Yeah.
All right, you've been told.
We're out.
You've been told.
Thank you, Chad. Good night.
Bye.
Tell you what.
Bye.